Welcome to the Brunswick Downtown Association Fall Breakfast. We're excited to have a wonderful speaker today, and we're going to give out our annual Preservation Awards. But before we do any of that, I want to take a moment to thank our sponsors. Many of the BDA events, as you know, are free, and the others are all partially underwritten by local businesses who give us a lot of contributions over the year in order to be our sponsors. Today's sponsors are Midcoast Parkview Health, Norway Savings, Atlantic Federal Credit Union, Sunnybrook Avita of Brunswick, Riley Insurance, Fort Andros, and Monlica Healthcare. So please join me in thanking them. These are local companies that we all use, and they support us year after year. On your table is a variety of information, particularly about the Harriet Beecher Stowe House. And somewhere in this room, either on the registration table or on your table, is a list of our events. A little small card which shows 8 or 10 of our major events of the 20 or 25 that we'll do this year. So I encourage you to take those as well. If you're looking at your cell phone, hopefully you're putting those events in so you won't miss any. We're going to start off with our design awards, and it's my pleasure to introduce the chair of the design committee, Claudia Knox. Claudia has been on our board for years. She chaired the design committee before we had a design committee. She was a leader in the facade improvement program, which has done so much for the appearance of Main Street. And she was the principal spearhead for us as a board in having Brunswick placed on the Federal National Register of Historic Districts. So Claudia does a lot. It's, in fact, a full-time job. And it's wonderful to have her here this morning. Thank you.
Thank you. I guess I'm only semi-retired. Each year, we appreciate the efforts of people and institutions that have tackled the challenges of historic preservation in our downtown. This morning, we recognize Bowdoin College and Bill and Sandy Moore. At your table are brochures about the Harriet Beecher Stowe House with its multiple connections to the Civil War saga that begins and ends, most remarkably, in Brunswick. The property is a National Historic Landmark and included on the Underground Railroad networked Freedom. Bowdoin College acquired the property in 2001. You might imagine that Bowdoin, with its many resources, could easily rehabilitate the home. That would be a little off. But resources are usually stretched for a project like this, and imagination meant daunting reality at 63 Federal Street. Most of the historic fabric had been lost or covered over during years as an inn, and Stowe had resided there a mere 2 years, albeit the pivotal years, writing Uncle Tom's Cabin. The project would have to be authentic to a period, an appropriate period. The property must serve a useful purpose in the present tense, and costs would have to be justified. 14 years of meticulous research and consultation, plus several iterations of plans, led in 2015 to a restoration to the 1855 timeframe, just after the Stowes left the house. Will Matt Orlando, Kat Stecco, and Kathy Belcher for Bowdoin please come forward to receive the certificate and our thanks.
Guys are in the projector. You're in the projector.
Yeah, that was our restoration project is a slam dunk, but you can really celebrate once they've been accomplished. So our next awardee for this morning is the Lincoln Block on our Main Street. It's one of 3 remaining brick blocks on Main. Bill and Sandy Moore own the building. This is the before, which I'll talk about in a minute, and make their home there. A BDA facades grant helped them to complete the improvements they planned in 4 years, half the time they anticipated. They removed oversized commercial signage that obscured the granite lintels on the 2nd-story windows, and that chopped the building up so it had lost its coherence as one building instead of multiple storefronts. A new signboard was carefully created. The underlying brick columns, which had been damaged by the old signboard, were restored. Bricks were repointed with historically appropriate mortar, and the windows were updated. Bill says the improved facade was key in attracting Portland pine and Fiore, which we all enjoy. I was delighted to learn that Bill and Sandy felt supported at every step by consultation with the BDA Grant Committee, Phil Carey, David Matero, Annie Robinson, Janet Robertson, and Caroline Couros. Literally everyone I know has remarked on how this project enhances our downtown. Will Bill and Sandy please come forward? Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Claudia, and congratulations again to our award winners.